What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Still morning. Yep, still morning. How's everybody doing? All right, let's get into some of the news right off the hop here, guys. We'll get into what's going on. And yeah, we'll see what's up, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe on the way in. Helps the channel grow. Big Kev, what's up, brother? Not going to lie, I enjoy buying these dips, but tired of them too. Well, brother, what I would say is that I am expecting the next leg up in the next, say, 2 weeks, give or take. So these opportunities may be gone before you know it, right? And then we're screwed. Then there's no more DCA opportunities, right? So I would say for me, I'm taking advantage of them. I'm enjoying them as long as they last. As long as people, I keep getting asked, people are so concerned with when the market's going to pump, right? I'm concerned with the fact that I know that the market will pump. We will see the parabolic part of the bull run. So my concern is not when's it going to happen. My concern is solely focused on accumulating as much as I can while I have the opportunity, right? And then once we start getting into prices being a little bit too high for my taste, well, then it'll be time to just sit on your hands and wait for the top, right? But I've said this multiple times now, guys. For me, I've done a video. I did a video on the Patreon last week about it. I talked about it in a live stream here. For me, the top of the next bull run, or the top of this bull run, the date is around September 12th, 2025, give or take 3 weeks, right? That's roughly when the top is going to be, in my opinion. Now, if you're smart, if you're on the Patreon, or you're a member of the channel, you're going to know that you will be out before that, because we're going to front run it. We're going to get our money. We're going to get out before everyone's scrambling for the exits. You don't want to be that guy playing musical chairs and finding out you don't have a chair when the music stops, right? That's why you have to have a plan for an exit strategy for the parabolic part of the bull run. Richie Rich, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Made another live stream. Forget about it. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I'll probably try to do another one-on-one with you today. See if I can catch you today. But yeah, after this live stream, I'm gonna head off to the gym and then come back home and we'll take care of some one-on-ones. David, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome in. All right, so let's get into some of the news, guys. Looking at Jasmy, we're still inside this bull panic pattern, guys. We're just kind of ping-ponging. Could be a couple more days before we break out. I was hoping we'd see a little bit more volatility Monday morning here, but so far not really much volatility, which is fine. We're just ping-ponging, right? Break to the upside is inevitable, however, in my opinion. All right, let's get into some of what's going on around the market. Mr. KASPA says most people don't realize how huge the KASPA listing will be, Kraken listing will be for KASPA. As a North American, it's so challenging to onboard my friends to KASPA when there's no reliable place to buy it. KASPA will open the door for big money to flow into KASPA. I agree, guys. Solid tier 1 listing coming for KASPA. Very, very bullish. Like I said, it's going to be a domino effect, guys. We're going to start to see Binance listed and Coinbase listed, and everywhere else. So, but being North American myself, there are a lot of places that you can get KASPA, in my opinion. I'm North American too. I can get on BitTrue, I can get on KuCoin, and get it a lot of places. So Uphold is another one. So Studio Tech, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. So yeah, but it will be good, guys. I have been saying all along that it was only a matter of time before KASPA started to get a lot of tier 1 listings. The fact that Kraken's coming in, hopefully they'll get it first. But you know what would be awesome if Binance swooped in, saw what's going on here, swooped in and scooped up a KASPA spot listing, just rug pulls Kraken, right? Rug pulls Kraken and gets the first tier 1 listing spot. That would be epic. I wouldn't be shocked to see it, to be honest with you. Dustin, Bitmart has KASPA. Yes, yeah, there's quite a few places you can get it. We just need the tier one exchanges to pick it up, though, right? Like I said, Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, right? Crypto.com. A lot of people forget about Crypto.com. So we needed to get picked up by those bigger exchanges. Studio Tech just bought more XCN, closing to 1 million. Nice. Congratulations. I got an XCN video coming out this afternoon answering the question that I keep getting asked. Well, how much XCN should I hold? Well, I'm going to let you know in the video this afternoon. Bitcoin Magazine says spot Bitcoin ETF issuer Bitwise expands into Europe by acquiring Europe's largest physical Bitcoin ETP issuer, ETC Group. Wow. So, guys, this is a big move. So, Bitwise, we know they have a spot Bitcoin ETF in the States. They've gone out and they have purchased Europe's largest physical Bitcoin ETP issuer. Crazy. They're going big into crypto, guys. That's massive. Massive news. Love to hear that. What else is going on? Italy's second oldest bank, Banca Sella, to offer Bitcoin trading to over 1.3 million customers. Guys, it's happening right in front of your faces. Right in front of your faces. This is what adoption looks like. All right, what do we got here? Check it out. The markets will be focused on the Fed's. Powell will be speaking at Jackson Hole later this week. Let's hear what we have to say here.
For more on the markets ahead of the Fed's Economic Policy Symposium in Jackson Hole, let's bring in none other than Ed Yardeni, president of Yardeni Research. Ed, to try to help us wade through the noise and everything and figure out what kind of speech should we be bracing for? And what do you make of the fact that actually the markets are still more dovish than the Fed itself is right now in terms of that September cut? They think still a chance of 50, whereas as we've been following, I'm not quite hearing that maybe from officials.
Yeah, the markets are very dovish. Expectations are 25 to 50 basis points of the September meeting. I think there's still expectations that maybe we'll even have 100 basis points between now and year end. I think it's going to be 25 basis points at the September meeting, and I think it's going to be one and done. Economy's just doing too well. I know that people got freaked out by the last employment report, but I think a lot of that was weather. And some of the other indicators that came out kind of confirmed that, like housing starts, single-family housing starts took a dive in the South. So if I'm correct about that, they're going to get some indicators before the September FOMC meeting that suggests the economy's alive and well and the labor market's doing well and that inflation's continuing to moderate. So I think 25 basis points is enough. And I think that's what Powell will probably communicate. It'll be dovish, but not as dovish as the market is discounting.
I don't know if you have a kind of an overall thesis for what's been going on this cycle. Amrita Sen, who we just talked to a moment ago, in the past has said it's been an industrial recession, but not a consumer one, which Walmart really confirmed. So a lot of the typical signs that start in the industrial economy and tell us a slowdown are coming haven't worked because it's just been a slowdown in the industrial economy post-pandemic, which kind of makes sense. So what does that mean for stocks? I mean, the short answer is they keep going up, but is it more nuanced than that?
Well, I think it is more nuanced. I think the goods economy has been in a growth recession, but it's really interesting. We had this huge spike up in demand for goods by consumers coming out of the lockdowns. It lasted about a year. And then rather than taking a dive, the demand for goods just kind of went flat. And I think we're just kind of finally catching up with the upward trend we had before the pandemic. So that's not so terrible. But it doesn't look very good when you look at some of the indicators for the goods economy. It looks like a goods growth recession, not a outright recession. And
see, I agree that there will likely only be a 25 basis point cut in September, but I think there'll be more cuts before the end of the year, unlike this guy. And what's really enraging to me is when you see these kind of people come on television, okay? These kind of people, and they say, oh, the economy's not that bad. They don't need to cut rates. People can't afford groceries, jackass, right? Like, just because you have money and you're doing okay doesn't mean the economy's good. people can't afford bread. All right. And they go on TV and they say this stuff and they're like, oh, the economy's not that bad. You really? Who are you fooling? Because the people who are paying double that they were paying 4 years ago for groceries don't see it that way. Right? It's enraging. It's like they think that if they say it enough, they can speak it into existence. The economy sucks right now. It sucks. It's not that bad. It's awful. What else do we got? So I got a separate video coming out about this, guys, later today. But we got Jasmy's at the Tech Expo 2024. We talked about this briefly before, but I'm going to do a more, I have an article about it a little bit later today we're going to talk about, but 2 points I wanted to look at here. Jasmy Incorporated will exhibit at the Tech Expo 2024 Summit for Data Utilization held in Ginza, I can't even say it, Manavi Place, anyway, something, Kubazaka Tower. I'm awful with Japanese words, so on August 22nd and 23rd, that's next week, that's this week. That would be what, 2021, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's what, Thursday, Friday this week. This event is organized by Manavi Corporation Tech Seminar Management Office. The Jasmy platform, using the Jasmy blockchain with zero gas fees, allows companies and municipalities to manage new data with stupid hiccups. Sorry, guys. Without building a database, it protects personal information and decentralized IDs and ensures reliability and higher tamper resistance log data management. So Jasmy will be demonstrating at this Tech Expo 2024, and I will give you the goods. I got a video coming out a little bit later today about it. So Jesse James, what's up, man? What's good, Rob Father? Glad I could make a live. Just dropped my daughter off for the first day of kindergarten. Oof, that's always a hard one, man. That's always a hard one, you know. William, what's up, buddy? Micro Dip, they live in a bubble. Yeah, no kidding, brother. No kidding. Studio Tech, it's time. It's time this criminal started working 9 to 5 jobs for them to understand how people are straight. Yes, 100% agree, man. They don't get it, right? I never get tired of packing my bags for Jasmy, right? I know it, and I'll tell you right now, once the time comes, guys, that accumulation's over and it's time to sit on your hands, it's gonna feel weird that you're not buying anymore, right? You're gonna feel weird about it. You'll be like, I feel like I should be buying, but prices will be too high, right? So then what I would recommend is just DCAing into a stable coin so that you're accumulating money to DCA when prices are at rock bottom again, right? Something like that. Just so that you're not buying high prices on things. DCA into a stable coin. What else do we got? All right. So while others are selling, the Australian Bitcoin ETF keeps buying the dip, guys. Check it out. Accumulation. We got look at the Australian Big Cancer. She's accumulating. That's awesome. Whoever did that wins the internet. That's awesome. What else do we got? 75% of Bitcoin that has not moved in the past 6 months. You realize that, guys? So no one's selling. Nobody's selling. The only people that are selling, 25%, panic sellers, right? Everyone else is accumulating. Everybody else is buying the dip, scooping up, and getting ready for life-changing money in this part of the bull run. Michael Saylor explains how Bitcoin is the only form of clean money we have.
We're at this inflection point, moving from economics as art, colored by superstition and religion and ideology. And we're crossing this boundary where economics becomes science, and it's informed by mathematics and engineering, right? And the scientific method. But, you have to date that, in my opinion, to January 3rd, 2009, when Satoshi unleashes Bitcoin and there's a singularity, and all of a sudden there's actually engineering, physics, and mathematical principles that are starting to spread in a viral fashion through the economy. And it was like a nothing, and then it's $1 million fire, and then $1 billion network, and then a 10 billion, then 100 billion. Now it's a $1 trillion network, but still $1 trillion is 0.1% of the economy. So 0.1% of the economy has clean money, and 99.9% of the economy runs on dirty, toxic assets that are defective, that are operated by people that don't know they're trading defective assets. Because how would you know if you'd never seen clean? How do you know that you're dirty?
That's what she said. What else do we got? Check this out. SEC censorship, trying to hide the dirty lies. SEC censorship row over study of audit regulations. What do we got? So the U.S. SEC has been accused of censorship after forcing an academic to delay publication of a paper examining the impact of regulation on small audit firms for 9 months. The politically sensitive paper, based on 3 years of interviews with audit firm staff, was completed by Ali Zimmerman and the 3 other researchers, while Zimmerman was in a 1-year fellowship at the SEC last year. Zimmerman, an associate professor at Florida State University, finished the fellowship in July. The paper highlights criticism of the Public Company Accounting Oversight Board, the U.S. audit regulator that is overseen by the SEC. Small firms complained of delays in getting feedback from the agency. The paper found indicating the regulator's inspection regime favored larger firms such as the Big Four. Smaller auditors did not have the same infrastructure to respond with inspectors. Found audit flaws, the researchers said. The PCAOB has faced claims. The color of the thing is messing my eyes up. Claims from the industry that its tougher stance under the Biden administration is pushing some smaller firms out of the market, with the risk that listed companies are too small for the Big Four. The risk that listed companies too small for the Big Four could struggle to find an auditor. There we go. The paper concluded that some small firms were hesitant to take on more clients for fear of triggering additional inspections. The work had only now been made public after the end of her fellowship. Zimmerman told the Financial Times that the auditors planned to submit it for peer review. The SEC didn't like the paper being out there, she said, adding that one SEC staffer told her during her fellowship that there was a problem with optics. Yeah, you think there's a problem with optics in the SEC? You don't say, right? As a fellow, you are required to send all your papers for review, and I sent them several papers. Zimmerman said this was the only one that they banned for censored. The SEC declined to comment. A person familiar with the decision said that the paper was deemed to include confidential information, which SEC staff members are not allowed to disclose, because it included interviews with people who used to work for the PCAOB before they moved to audit firms. Christina Ho, a PCAOB board member who has opposed some of the additional regulations being pursued by the agency, said she was briefed on the paper privately last year and was pleased it was now public. As regulators, we should be open to having this kind of dialogue, Ho said. We are changing market structure unintentionally by making the environment harder for small firms. So to sum it up, guys, is this girl did an fellowship at the SEC in order to write a paper about them as an agency regulating these small audit firms. And because the SEC doesn't like the truth in her article or in her paper, they're trying to shut her down so she can't make it public. Is it any surprise that the SEC is trying to be non-transparent with the public, right? Here's an idea, and I'm just being, maybe this is just me being crazy, right? If you want good public optics, stop running the SEC like a douchebag. Just putting it out there to the universe, right? If you don't want greasy things you're doing pointed out, stop doing greasy things. I don't know, just saying. Dumb money, Rob. What is the wait time on the Jasmy Super Wallet? I don't know yet, my friend. I do not have a release date. Jasmy Guy Crypto, what's up, man? No support. Jasmy still holding. Explain, please. No support. Jasmy still holding. Explain, please. Are you? I don't know what you're asking here, but I can go back over to the Jasmy chart. We'll have a look. We're inside of a bull pennant right now, my friend. That's where we're at. As you can see, these generally break to the upside. Generally, you'll see a ping pong in here until it breaks to the upside. So that's where we're at with it. But we need some volume. Right now, we need volume. And we don't have any. So that's what's going on. Nicholas, what's up, big dog? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, we got some more for you here. CNBC host called it crazy when Tom Lee advised 1 to 2% position in Bitcoin. Check it out.
Right now, if you actually think it's undervalued by that extent?
Well, you know, we think the best approach for most people is just to put 1% or 2%.
Are you saying that? I get that if you're somebody who's got a lot of assets. I still think it's crazy. But for a retail investor, somebody who's saving for retirement and putting that aside, that seems crazy to me.
Well, it's basically the idea that, you know, you can afford to lose 1% if that's 1% of your portfolio.
That's crazy. You might as well throw it away on high fees to an investor, too, to an average. Like this, you're taking a flyer on that. You don't know where it's going to go or what's going to happen.
Well, in a way, that's right, Becky.
Hey, hang on a second. The fact that she said that you might as well throw the money away instead of putting it into Bitcoin. This woman has no education into Bitcoin whatsoever. Or blockchain technology, very clearly, right off the hop, right? But oh my god,
that for the majority of people, it's, you know, 1% is like a small risk bet, but you know, Bitcoin makes all of its gains in 10 days in a year. I think this is an example that, you know, if you exclude the 10 best days, Bitcoin loses 25% a year. So you gotta essentially hold it or hodl it, as they say, to really capture the gains.
Right now, if you actually,
here's the thing for me, guys. If you're going to cover something on television in terms of news, you're going to cover it as a story. At least understand what you're talking about, right? Like, holy crap, it is. I watched real quick. I watched a movie with Tom Hanks, and it was called The Post, right? And it was from like the 60s. It was based back in like the 60s, right? And at that time, there was integrity in the press. There was integrity, right? And like even I don't even know. Like there was none of this backdoor bullshit that's happening today with politicians and the press. There was actually truth in you know, truth in the news. How did we get here? How did we get here where 99.9% of the news you hear is politically or financially driven and is anything but the truth? How did we get here? It's crazy. James, hey Rob, what's up, brother? I hope you and the family are keeping well. Going to be DCA some more XCN on Friday. Nice, 17.2 million at the moment. 20 million is my target. James, that is phenomenal, brother. That is a phenomenal bag. Man, you're motivating me. You're motivating me to want to get more. Ty, what's up, man? They there, Rob. Happy Monday. I saw our buddy Jerome has a meeting this Friday. It is where, yeah, it's not to go really. He's not going to say anything really. Honestly, I wouldn't expect anything out of him. It's probably going to end up being a neutral kind of thing. He's not going to tell us on Friday whether they're going to cut rates in September. We won't know that until September. So, dumb money life. That is how we got here. Yeah. Humans are going to human, I suppose, right? I guess that's just what it is. We're just a corrupt species as a whole, I suppose. I mean, as honestly, we wouldn't know the truth if it got up and slapped us in the face at this point, right? So it's too bad. It's too bad. What do we got? Oh, check this out, guys. Jasmy released a commercial. I'm going to play it for you. It's in Japanese, so we don't have an English translation. It's in Japanese, and I can't play the sound because there's music, but you can watch the video if you're watching your screen. Check out Jasmy's new commercial. I know it doesn't help that you can't read any of the Japanese, but it's cool that they have a commercial in Japan going right now. I'd like to play the sound, but unfortunately, like I said, there's music, so I can't. I'll get a copyright ding against me. Everyone in Japan grabs their chin all the time. You notice that? Everyone's like this. Who's entering the fray to save the day? Jasmy. Platinum data, baby. Personal data locker. First commercial for the PDL is out and about. This is a positive sign that PDL's coming, guys. Positive sign that the PDL is coming. Finally. Pretty cool. Wish I knew what they were saying. Jasmy Initiative. Very bullish, guys. Very bullish. We actually have Jasmy putting out their first commercial for the PDL. Very, very bullish, guys. Only a matter of time now. All right, let's get back into the chat. What do we got? Seems like you need at least 2 million to have a realistic chance at gaining $100,000 or more. For which coin are you talking about, my friend? For XCN? I mean, I did a video that comes out this afternoon that you should watch, and it's entitled, How Many XCN Should I Hold? So check that video out. Keep filling them bags, brother, while you can. You motivate me, pal, and those and so does everyone in this community. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. You know what's funny is you guys motivate me too, right? You do. I have bad days. I have bad days too, man. Everybody's got bad days. Some days I wake up and I'm just like, ugh. You know, we all do. Angela, what's up with MOG Trump coin? It's been moving higher and higher, but people can't sell it. It's probably a scam. If you can't sell it, it's a scam. See, what happens is sometimes these meme coin, these rug pull creators, what they do is they write into the contract, the smart contract for the meme coin, that the only person that can sell is the creator. So you end up buying. That's why you got to read the contracts, right, of these meme coins. Because if there's code in there that says you can't sell it, you can only buy it. So what they do is they basically think about it like a balloon, right? That only the creator can let the air out of the balloon. So they just let everybody else come along and blow air into this balloon, which is liquidity, and then they'll end up rugging it, right? Then they let all the air out, they take all the money, and then they're gone, right? That's why I don't sit here recommending meme coins to you guys all the time and stuff. So many of them are scams. PDL is out. Yes, it is. I will be glad when we start to see or get experience at Jasmy's utilities. Yes, it's coming, man. It is coming, guys. We've never been closer. All right. So we're all caught up in the news. We're all caught up in the chat. Guys, I got to head to the gym for a workout. I will be back this evening for another live stream. So make sure you guys are here for that. I got to do some one-on-one coaching sessions for the Patreon members this afternoon. So if you want to get in and book yourself a coaching session, get over to the Patreon, guys. The link's down below for that. Check it out. We're also going to be doing giveaways over there. We're going to be doing a lot of, charting over there for you guys, a lot of technical analysis training videos. Check it out, guys. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you later.